I'm Rick Kaler. Thanks for joining me. A brief 8-piece story on an inside page of our local paper recently caught my eye. The headline was, "Expiring tax cuts will hit all taxpayers." Now, one of the topics that's been in the news this year has been whether Congress will take action to continue the Bush tax cuts from 2001 or simply allow them to expire on schedule at the end of the year. These are commonly described as the Bush tax cuts for the rich. The AP story pointed out the lesser-known aspect of the 2001 tax change, namely the impact it had on middle-class taxpayers. It said that if Congress doesn't act soon, on January 1st, 2011, a family of 4 with an annual household income of $50,000 will see its federal tax bill increase by $2,900, which is almost a 6% increase. If that same family made $100,000 a year, its taxes are going to rise by $4,500 or 4.5%. A family of 4 making $50,000 a year would pay $10,800 more, or only about 2%. Now, families earning over $1 million a year will see their taxes increase by 5.3%. Almost just a little bit less as much as those earning $50,000. Now, at first blush, it'd be easy to conclude this isn't fair. The percentage increase in new taxes will be 3 times as much for someone earning $50,000 a year as it will be for someone earning $500,000 a year. Is this one more example of favoring the rich? While it is true middle-class taxpayers will be hit harder than upper-income taxpayers, that is just part of the story. Earlier news stories about the tax cuts have not emphasized this not-so-obvious fact. The 2011 increases were equivalent tax cuts first. In 2001, the family earning $50,000 a year got a tax cut 3 times greater than the family earning $500,000. Now, the fact is not something that we've heard during the past few years. Instead, we've heard over and over from politician after politician that the Bush tax cuts of 2001 and 2003 favored the rich and were the very economic blunder that got us into this mess. The AP finds the Bush tax cuts favored low and middle income workers far more than the upper income families. Even more, those upper income families are paying a far greater percentage of their income in taxes than the middle class. The family earning $500,000 is in the 35% tax bracket, while the family with the $50,000 income is in the 15% bracket. Now, this reality just lies in the face of the public perception fostered by many politicians that the rich aren't paying their fair share. The moral of the story is whether you are a liberal, a moderate, or a conservative, there's a high probability your taxes will be going up. Here are some ways that you can prepare now for the increases. First, don't wait to see what Congress might or might not do. Assume that the tax cuts are going to expire. Do your own tax audit and estimate what your tax obligation is going to be for 2011. Cut your spending. Increase your withholding or estimated tax payments. And finally, make sure you're taking advantage of any tax breaks that apply to you. You don't want April 15th, 2012 to bring you the unpleasant surprise of learning you need to write a large check and may have to wipe out your emergency fund or even get a loan to pay for your taxes. Plan now for tax increases next year. If the cuts should be extended, you'll have added to your savings. If they aren't, then you're going to be fully prepared. Either way, you'll be doing what you can to take care of your own financial health. Thanks for joining me.